So then you said that your dad was a heavy influence because he was into rhyming, right? So he showed you kind of the process of this is you write the rhyme and then you do this and do that, right? So did you start like thinking about rapping because of him? Like because like you kind of wanted to bond with him over that?
No, not really. I can't say consciously that I did that. You know what I mean? But I think once he showed me that, you know, I realized that, you know, I don't know. I didn't realize anything. I just was like, well, wow, my dad actually raps. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, and then I was into rap at that time. I used to listen to rap all the time. Like, you know, I had my little tapes I would play, you know what I mean? Yeah, I'm a 10-year-old kid. I used to get ready for school. I had the little tape with, you know, I had the record I don't know if you remember the clock radios that you were able to put a tape in.
Right.
Yeah, so I had one of those and it used to record and all that. It was like the best joint ever, you know what I'm saying? So I could, you know, so I would put the tape in there and I had, you know, a bunch of, you know, different mixes, the Kayla Rock, Inspector Gadget joint. I had, you know, that tape. I used to love that tape, play that with the UTFO, Roxanne Shante. I remember the playlist. Well, we ain't call them playlists then, but you know what I mean? I remember the rundown on the whole tape. You know what I'm saying? They had UTFO, the real Roxanne, you know, the answer back. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, the Tila Rock, you know what I'm saying? You know, that was my tape. Every morning I would play that. You know what I'm saying? The
you
dress
had a whole mix.
Every move, each and every day. I used to be getting up in the morning, like putting on the joint, going to school, yeah. Yeah.
So what was the first rap name that you came up with before you settled on G Dep?
Yeah, the first rap name I came up with was G Dep, man. I didn't.
Oh, for real? Wow.
Yeah, like I didn't like, you know, toy around with it, man. It was a funny story. It was my man. It was my brother, my man Eddie, and myself. This was in the 7th grade. So when I finally got to the 7th grade, I was rapping, you know, writing rhymes a little bit before that, but I didn't have like a name, like, you know what I mean? Like I didn't, you know, I didn't think it was important to have a name. I didn't, you know, I wasn't going to really let anybody hear anything I was doing anyway. It was just kind of something I used to just do, you know? And, so I ran into my friend Eddie one day. You know, we were in school. We have, you know, when you first come to junior high school, you know, you don't really know anybody, but you don't really need to. Like everybody's, you know, when you're young, people ain't, you know, there's no real animosity going around. We were just in school, you know what I mean? So you know, one day we just started talking. He was like, yo, man, I think we was in the auditorium. I think at like kind of some type of roll call, like kind of thing. And then, you know, I was beating on the chair in front of me. And then I started like just rapping something, you know what I mean? And he was like, yo, man, you rap? And I was like, yeah, I rap, man, I rap. And he was like, word, let me hear something. Did he say, let me hear something? He might not even said that. He was like, yo, write me a rhyme. And I was like, wow, you like rap? He was like, yeah, man. You know, we got cool from that, you know what I mean? And he was like, yo, man, we should be a rap group. And I was like, word? I was like, yeah, man. I was like, so what we gonna be, man? What our group gonna be about? Like, what our name gonna be? And he was like, how about we be like cowboys and Indians? And I was like, word, that's dope. And he was like, word. So he was like, yo, why don't you? He's like, I'm gonna be Kimo Sabi. And I was like, oh, that's dope. So I said, I'm gonna be the deputy. You know what I mean? So, you know, what I was thinking was the cowboy. You know what I mean? Like I thought the cowboy, the dude on the horse, was the deputy. Like, you know what I mean? So I was like, I didn't really, you know, really realize that, you know, what the deputy was. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I just was like, I was like, I'm gonna be the deputy. And he was like, oh, that's dope. So then I was like, I'm gonna be the general deputy. You know what I'm saying? And he was like, you know, I don't know, just like I said, my, in the young thinking how I was thinking was, the, the deputy was the guy on the horse, and I wanted to be the head guy on the horse. So I said, all right, so I'm the general deputy.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I was general and deputy. So I said, all right, so let me shorten it to G Dep. And that's just how that happened. Like writing it down on the paper, it was what did it, because I wrote it on the paper. I wrote general deputy, and then I wrote his name, Kimasabi, and I was like, and then I just said G Dep, and then that was it. And I just kept it.
You know what I love about that story is that you could tell that there was still a sense of innocence at that time.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely
You
a
know
lot of
what I mean?
innocence.
That's
Yeah, a
what's
lot
so
of
dope about
ignorance.
it.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly. Yeah, definitely.